Am I the a-hole for directly asking my husband's female best friend to respect boundaries and eventually demanding he choose between us? I, 28F, have been married to my husband Jake, 30M, for 3 years, and we've been together for 6. For most of that time, there's been a third person in our relationship, not in the physical or romantic sense, but emotionally. Her name is Mia, 29F, Jake's best friend since college. I met Mia just a few weeks after Jake and I started dating. From the very beginning, it was clear that she was a big part of his life. They had this close, effortless dynamic, the kind where they finished each other's sentences, had inside jokes I didn't get, and shared a history that seemed to bond them more tightly than most platonic friendships I'd ever seen. At first, I tried to be chill about it. I told myself that people can have close opposite-sex friendships, and that it's not a threat to a romantic relationship. I didn't want to be the insecure girlfriend who couldn't handle her boyfriend having a female best friend. So I smiled, nodded, and tried to play nice. But over time, that patience turned into quiet resentment. Jake goes to Mia for everything, literally everything. New job? He runs the offer by her first. We have an argument? He texts Mia for advice before he even finishes hearing my side. When we plan our anniversary dinners, he'll ask her opinion on restaurants or gift ideas. It's like she's his emotional co-pilot, and I'm just the person in the back seat tagging along. I want to be clear. I don't think Jake and Mia are sleeping together. I've never seen any flirty messages, never caught them in suspicious situations. But there's a kind of emotional intimacy between them that feels almost deeper than what I share with Jake. It's this unspoken language between them. Lingering eye contact, half smiles, memories they'll reference casually that exclude me completely. And when the three of us hang out, I might as well not be there. It gets worse. Mia has a key to our house. Apparently, Jake gave it to her years ago when she used to pet sit for him. But she still uses it unannounced. She'll pop in, claiming she thought no one would be home. One time, I walked out of the shower wrapped in a towel only to find her sitting on our couch eating takeout, waiting for Jake. She laughed it off. I didn't. She also likes to reminisce loudly about their college days, inside jokes, road trips, late-night study sessions. She'll say things like, "Jake, remember when we used to stay up all night binge-watching that weird sci-fi show in your dorm? While I sit there trying not to feel like the outsider in my own relationship." I've tried talking to Jake. Many times. I've told him that some of the dynamics in their friendship make me feel left out, even emotionally replaced. But every time, he waves me off. He says I'm overreacting, being too sensitive, or misinterpreting things. He always ends with, "Mia is like a sister to me." Then came the breaking point. We had been planning our 3rd anniversary weekend getaway for months. Just the two of us, no distractions, no work, no Mia. I was genuinely looking forward to it. But the night before we were supposed to leave, Mia called Jake in tears. She had just gone through a breakup, the first relationship she's had in the entire 6 years I've known her. Jake immediately said, "Maybe we should cancel the trip, so I can be there for her." I thought he was joking. He wasn't. I told him that was absurd. She has other friends, and we'd been planning this for months. Then, without any shame, he suggested she could come with us, so she wouldn't be alone. On our anniversary trip, I lost it. We had a massive fight. He ended up leaving to go comfort her that night. I spent our pre-anniversary evening alone while my husband sat with another woman consoling her broken heart. When we finally did go on the trip, he was texting her the entire time to check in and make sure she was okay. I came home from that trip with a decision. I reached out to Mia and asked to meet for coffee, woman to woman. I was nervous, but I didn't want to be confrontational. I genuinely tried to approach her respectfully. I told her that I appreciated how important she was to Jake, but that some of their behavior had crossed emotional boundaries that were making me feel insecure and marginalized in my own marriage. I asked if she could just consider giving us more space as a couple, maybe cut back on the constant phone calls, respect our home as our space, and be more mindful about how their closeness might be affecting me. I really thought I was being mature and level-headed. But Mia didn't take it that way. She immediately got defensive. She told me I was being insecure and controlling. She said she had known Jake long before I came into the picture, and that if I had a stronger marriage, I wouldn't feel so threatened. Then she said something that honestly crushed me. Maybe you should focus on being a better wife instead of trying to control his friendships. When I told Jake about our conversation, he was livid. Not at Mia, at me. He said I had no right to ambush his best friend behind his back. He accused me of being jealous and emotionally manipulative. Apparently, Mia called him sobbing afterward and said she felt attacked. Now Jake is treating me like I betrayed him. Some of our mutual friends, the ones who have seen Mia and Jake's closeness and always thought it was cute, say I went too far, that I should have dealt with Jake directly instead of confronting Mia. But I did. For years. Nothing changed. So after that, I blocked Mia on everything. And then I told Jake, flat out, I can't keep living like this. I need to feel like your partner, not a third wheel. I'm not asking you to hate her or never speak to her again. But if this friendship continues to override our marriage, then I need to know where your priorities really are. So I'm asking you to choose. He hasn't spoken to me properly since. Things are icy, to say the least. He says I'm forcing him to abandon someone who's like family, that I've made things unnecessarily dramatic, and that if I trusted him, none of this would be an issue. So, am I the a-hole for setting a boundary, blocking her, and asking him to choose?